We are back for UFC 330 going down in Philadelphia. Let's bring in the special guest for the quick picks show, Scotland's finest MMA Fiends.
It's time to get back on the bat.
I could have pushed the neck away and created that space to get the rear naked choke, but I just felt being heavy, driving my hips in and dropping the fists, and it made them tap. So, you know, that's a first for me as well.
What's up, brother? Doing good, brother. Doing good. How are you?
Good in the hood. Who's the other special guest?
We've got my good friend, MMA Outlet, and good friend of the channel.
We are back.
We are back. Good to
How
have
are
you,
you,
brother.
good?
Good in the head.
Lovely stuff.
Let's
For
go.
another quick pick show. I think this is the first one you've been on.
Yes,
I wanted
yes,
to get you on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was Fiend's first. He got me on this first quick picks. It's just a basic like giving your run through your pick, quick run through. But I wanted to get you on it for a while once we got you on prop Fiends and stuff. So
Well, hopefully my quick picks go better than the prop feeds, as we was talking about pre-show. I've not been hitting right now, so let's turn a stone here.
Yeah, Prop Fiends live every Friday. We talked about running it this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So Thursday, Prop Fiends, this group gonna run it. Another special guest coming in. First time for MMA Outlet joining the quick pick. So basically a quick rundown of the pick, not the outcome of the fight, just a quick pick, confidence level, about 30 seconds to a minute. We'll all go through it. We have other cappers picks on the show, so get ready, Outlet. This one's going to be electric. Starting off with the first fight of the night, Jeremiah Wells versus Mike Tilbeck, oral by one of the biggest favorites on the card. I can't go against him. Already collab with MMA Fiends on IG. He's my pick and Fiend's pick, and I know that. And it's probably a lock of the week at this price. Outlet, what do you think here?
I am also there.
Gotta be.
yeah,
So is Toad and Icy and Tap to Talk.
For sure.
I would say BT and Polly and Tyler Betts are with us too, boys.
call me crazy. Call me crazy, but this is
You're crazy.
easier. This isn't. Thanks. Yeah, this is an easier fight, in my personal opinion, for Orabai than Chris Curtis was.
It's probably
Like,
easier than Jack Hermanson.
Who are they going to give him next? They give him Max Griffin or something. You know what I mean? He's just fighting lower and lower. He needs to fight higher.
Yeah,
On
this
paper,
is the easiest
for
fight
sure.
of the last three, right?
On paper,
Orabai.
it might
Yeah,
be. It might be. It might be. Yeah, but you never know. Wells might show up.
It's like a step down every time on a 3-fight winning streak for Orabai here.
Yeah, he needs to fight like a Kevin Holland or someone just outside the rankings.
Or even someone in the rankings. Like, he's been
Yeah.
impressive since he's moved division. So just get him in there.
His only loss is Rebecca, Mateus Rebecca.
Split decision, close one there. Yeah, he's only 28. They're building him up the right way, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lock
And
of
that
the week.
Rebecca fight was a war. Like,
Yeah,
people remember that one.
Oh, yeah, they do. Outlet, who's the second fight of the night? The first one was pretty obvious, biggest betting favorite here in Philly.
This is a tough one to call. Written down, I do have Magny, but with a few question marks next to the name. Which Magny turns up? You know, you just never know with Neil Magny. He can beat these up-and-coming killers. He can lose to, on paper, lesser opposition. I'm not confident on it, but yeah, I'll go Neil Magny.
Tap to Talk, totally agree with you. Icy on the other side here with Brahimaj. Fiends.
I'm going to name some fighters, right? Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Ian Gary, and Yaroslav are the five, Neil Magny's 5 last losses. So it's clearly to high level competition, and I know that takes its toll So I'm going to go Magny on this one to get it done by losing to the top level competition, but then kind of clearing out the bottom level. That's how I see it happening.
There is that question mark around was it the Jake Matthews fight?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, because he did get the sub.
Was it not a stoppage?
Yeah,
But
it should have been.
He got the victory officially.
I think we all had Matthews in that one, but
yeah, with that reach advantage, and then no one to bring it later in fights. I like Neil Magny. And then you mentioned his level of competition. Losses have aged well. He's my pick too in this one, boys. MMA Fiends, third fight of the night here in Philly.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I obviously had Tobias in his debut, and it was a big letdown to DR, who obviously has just got a really good win. And I don't know much about his opponent. I know he used to be a middleweight. He's got losses to Asmat Makhachev and Cesar Almeida, both middleweights. So he's obviously moved up a weight class, and he's doing quite good since he has moved up. So I'm going to take him in this fight. I'm going to take him. It's just a fresh, kind of not as confident pick, but that's what I'm going. Tobias was lacking. He looked too sluggish. Maybe he should go down to 185.
The boys will agree with you. If any picks change, follow them on IG, Toad, Icy, Tap to Talk. Follow the boys for official picks later in the week. Outlet, do you disagree with them?
No, I think I also side with Fernando, but the DR loss is kind of aging well because of his recent performances. And as you mentioned, he lost to Makhachev and Cesar Almeida, did you say?
Yeah.
Fernando previously. I know Makhachev's been on a little bit of a skid, but they are two killers. Like, to be fair, they know how to finish a fight. So, I'll side with Fernando.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be on that side, too, with the 5-inch reach advantage. I think he might need a decision in this one, but I think he is going to point his way to a win in this one.
Yeah.
Tyler
Fact, I
BT.
like Tobias. He just seems like the type of guy who'd want to get wins. Came in 14-1. His nickname is fucking bipolar. You know what I mean? It looks like someone you want to get under, and he's kind of gone on a bit of a skid. So,
do you agree with the money line on this fight?
Maybe.
I would personally say it should be closer to evens.
Should be a little closer, yeah. Maybe some sharp money on Fernando. Maybe the bookies are sharp on this one. I know Tobias didn't have a great show in his first fight. He's still 23, still needs some room to grow for sure. And Fernando just has a little bit more experience. Can win decisions. He fought at the LFA too, had a good run there. Won his last 4 fights, kind of a second chance here.
Yeah. I think he gets it done.
Yeah, I think he gets it done. Might not be pretty, but yeah, the dog could be live, due for a win. Maybe not in this fight, the next fight possibly. I don't think he'll be cut after 2 losses. He's someone that'll come back and get a win here. And for Tyler and BT, if they're in the live chat, let us know. Anyone in the live chat, let us know your picks in Philly. We're live every Tuesday for the quick picks, 4 p.m. Eastern time. We can put your logo there. Tyler, BT, Polly. Forgot about this one. They might be here later in this show. They'll outlet with the 4th fight here now. Another close one. It's price close.
I am siding with Luque in this one. I think the dog could be live, albeit he's only a slight underdog at plus 110. But I think Luque we all know Luque clearly has more experience. And I think he's going to be able to utilise that. He's coming off a solid win against Gastelum. I think he could find the submission again.
Yeah, I almost agree, other than 70% on Tapology picking Luque this week. And he is plus 110 as an underdog. So based off the odds, I guess I'm going to go with Mr. Vicious, Tresean Gore, who's always been my guy. Had a tough run in the UFC, but got back in the win columns last fight. I'm going to trust the odds here. He is slightly favored and only 30% picking him on Tapology.
Yeah, I'm going to have to side with MMA Outlet on this one. I'm going to go Vicente Luque. I think he can get it done by submission. I think the last win of Tresean Gore, it was almost like too good to be true. Like, he defeated a really good fighter, and that's one of the best win he's ever had in his career. But I just think Luque gets it done. He's a lot more craftier. Got it done. Obviously, you mentioned against Gastelum, so I think he gets it done here as well.
No, these are not final picks. These are the quick picks earlier in the week. If picks change, follow on IG, YouTube for more, as I am the only one on this betting favorite. Maybe someone's pick will change as odds tell a different story than Tapology. Let's be careful. Mr. Vicious might be vicious Saturday night in Philly. Now, this one, I thought the odds would be a little closer, but now Dante Johnson not as big as a betting favorite as normal. He's going to be the pick here, but respect to the other side. Makhachev in this one, off a big win to Rodolfo Vieira. This one could be a close decision. I think Dante can out-wrestle and land some bigger shots, have the bigger moments to win this one. Might even be another decision, and I would not be surprised if the dog barks in this one. Dante's the pick, boys.
Yeah. Makhachev, he is obviously the underdog in this fight, and he is also a dog in his fights as well. But I'm excited with you with Dante Johnson. Obviously, you've seen in the embedded he was training with Sean Strickland, and obviously Chris Curtis and stuff. But yeah, no, he's undefeated. He's young. He's way younger than I thought he was. But yeah, he gets it done by decision. I'm leaning towards because Makhachev is a dog.
I'm going to say shout out to MMA Sidekick, because he has been putting me onto Dante Johnson for a long time. He's been making the comparisons to Mike Tyson, which we've now heard his coaches talking about. Yeah, he got a split decision in his last outing, but as MMA Fiend said, he's moved training camp now. He's at Extreme Couture with other high-level middleweights. I think Dante Johnson is a solid pick at a good price as well. I'd have him as a bigger favourite.
Yeah, compared to his other fights, minus 225. Some value there.
I think it's good value.
Next fight, Outlet. What do we got here? And on that other one, we have Icy, the only one on Makhachev.
It's not a bad pick.
No.
So we've got Jalen Turner, who is a finisher. We've got Caio Fernandez, who has been going under many people's radars, is putting together a solid win streak. And again, I think the dog's alive in this one. Jalen went away for a while. He came back, he got the win. He's retired. Is he fully in it? I'm not 100% sure. I am going with Caio Fernandez as the underdog in this one.
Damn, you might be the only one over there is Icy, Toad, and Tap, all like the Jalen side. And Jalen was a pick of the week for me and Icy this week. So I love Jalen too. But yeah, it is a question mark. How determined is he to stay competitive? You know what I mean?
It's not a super confident pick either.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are many ways Jalen can win the fight, but yeah.
And the length of Jalen too. He's a very big 155er there, 6'3".
I mean, huge. I think he has been going under the radar of people. He obviously burst the balloon of the debut of Harry Hardwick we've seen with leg kicks. So you can know he can finish a fight. I just maybe think the experience might play into a fact. It might play into the fight here a little bit with Jalen Turner. Obviously, he's fought a welterweight and he's been around for a while now. Really, before, if he hadn't retired, it's been like over a decade. He's been around. So, or maybe getting that wrong. But I just think his reach is going to be a big part of it, and I think he's going to get the finish over Caio Fernandez. There's not really much else to say about this fight. I would say it could go either way, but not one that's just really on my radar for the card. It's just kind of I got Jalen by Kale.
Let's go, Jalen. Yeah, he's lost to some pretty good guys too. Money Moicano, Dan Hooker, some losses at age pretty good. Jalen Turner, it's just how serious is he to compete? How long is he going to keep doing it? Hopefully the mind's right, and then the fight should play out right in his way. But on the other side, Fernandez, live dog, and Outlet's the only one on that side. So I have Gore, you have Outlet, Icy has Makhachev.
And they
Interesting.
like to scrap as well, so that should play out to be an exciting one.
Bunch of exciting fights in Philly, boys. MMA Fiends, who we got next? Prelim headliner.
Oh, this one's easy. Yoel Alvarez is going to bounce back with a dominant performance. I'm going to say his finish inside the distance of Chidi Nijwani, however you say his surname. I think a lot of people will be with me on this one.
Yeah, I like the bounce back spot. Younger fighter here. Seems like the right fight at the right time for him to bounce back. Outlet?
I don't physically have one, but hammer that for sure. Joel Alvarez finish.
I think everyone's in agreement too.
Yeah. Could be KO, could be sub, however he wants to finish the fight.
Let's go. Is that a good price too? Value on it? I'd say minus 270. Not bad value compared to some other fights in Philly.
Are you able? I don't know if the odds would be out yet, but are you able to pull up a finish? What are the odds of that? Like I say, I don't even know if they're out yet.
Yeah, I'll double check. Maybe plus money. Minus 110?
I'd expect it to maybe be minus 130-ish. Maybe not even that.
Well, we got a couple props out early. No, nothing yet. We got the under 2.5 at minus 200.
Okay,
plus 115 under 1.5.
It might not be too bad then the finish, but yeah, Joel Alvarez, hammer.
Let's go, Joel. Yeah, everyone's on this pick. If picks change, follow the boys, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you can find them. These are not official picks. These are the quick picks, and we're live every Tuesday. So stay forecasted, jump in the live chat to give us your picks, get your logo added to the show. This is Outlet First, and it's pretty electric.
Mm-hmm.
Run through it quick. Got multiple cappers picks. Like and subscribe. Now Outlet First fight on the main card.
So it's an exciting fight. Obviously, Barboza, if you look at his resume, he's been in there, win, lose or draw against elite opposition. Like, there aren't many fighters with names on the resume, like say win or loss, like Barboza. That being said, he is aging. Ribovics is hungry to get back and get another KO on his record, work back towards that ranked opportunity. I am absolutely going to take Ribovics in this one, possibly by KO.
Yeah, I'm on Ribovics KO as well.
Yeah, 100%. Given the 10-year age gap, has to be the pick at 4-1 odds here. Bounce back spot too, right? Yeah. For both guys, but one guy's 40. You know, slowing down. It's going to be hard to take the shots of Ribovics, who should have the better gas tank late, but Barboza has been around a while, has fought the best of the best. But we talk about Father Time, and he comes for everyone at some point. We're starting to see him show up recently, too, so Ribovics is to play. And he's going to be another sweep pick. Ribovics, minus 400.
Is that a lock of the week?
If you don't know, yeah, you know, maybe so. Minus 550 now.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, very good pick. I would say this is one where we could put Tyler Betts and BT over here and Pauly. You know, pretty confident one. Minus 550 odds. 10 years younger. Hard to see one of these boys disagreeing on that one in the live chat. If you disagree, let us know. Fiends, let us know the next fight here on the main card in Philly.
This also feels like an easy one. I'm going to go with Abdul Mansour Malik with this one. He's obviously going to get a bounce back from his loss from Uziri, and I think he's going to do it. I hope it's by a finish, but you never know. It could get dragged to a decision if he's not really fully there. I'm going Malik.
Yeah, at these odds, I'm going with you too, but got to be a little careful. Not sure if I'm as confident parlaying it because I do respect the other side a little bit more. You know, he's not as older. He can still pack a punch. He knocked out, I think, Marc-Andre Barrios recently. Was it there? And yeah, Stolfus has upset before. I remember on the Contender Series, the slam with Joe Pyfer, I believe it was. So this is a guy I just have a little bit more respect for. Lost his last 2 fights as well. Maybe he's back up against the wall. Good competition. Gastelum, Ruzoboev, even better. Knocked out to Bruno Fieta. But his win there, yeah, knocked out Marc-Andre Barrios. Got the rear naked choke to Punahele Soriano. And then Joe Pyfer on the Contenders. Anything can happen in the octagon. This is maybe one underdog at these odds I respect a little bit more than others. But Mansour Malik is the play.
Yeah.
Here. Abdul. I think I spelled his name wrong. Yeah, I did. Abdul is the play.
Mansour Abdul Malik.
Yeah. I think I flipped the name backwards when I spelled it there on the first line.
Easy to. I think I've done that before.
Well,
At these odds, though, I mean, wow. Hopefully he looks like those odds. I just have a feeling he won't.
whichever way you spell it, I'm also picking him, and I do think he'll get it done by KO.
Yeah, he should. He very well should. That Cody Brundage one, obviously, a little bit of a rough fight in his last one. I guess it wasn't his last one, was it? It was a
good competition, though.
Usually
Really good competition.
on his way up, like
second last fight.
He's looking scary for the middleweight division.
No, it was his third last fight with Cody Brundage. It was that draw overturned. It was closer than it needed to be for sure. You know, and I feel like Dustin Stolfus is better than Cody Brundage in that one. And Tricoli, you know, we got the submission round 1, Mansour, but still got to be a little careful at these odds. I mean, the Cody fight showed us some holes in his game. Tricoli, like, he still needs room to improve. And then he's off a loss, too, in round 3 with Usuri. Well, minus 600 is a real price to pay now and a bounce back. After 3 fights where he hasn't really shown to be price this, especially against Stolfus. He's not really a guy you can write off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And speaking of guys you can't write off, that does lead nicely into the next fight.
Ooh. Yeah, well, let's put everybody on the Mansour side. He's the pick for everyone, but definitely some caution compared to some other big betting favorites on this one, in my opinion. Yeah, this one, wow.
You can't write off Charles Johnson.
No, you can't, man. You can't.
He's another one. He can beat guys at the top of the division, as he has done, you know, with his wins over Van and Lon. And then he can just lose to guys that aren't on their level. It's a tough one to call. I do think a Choa, but not confident at all. Like, you really can't write off Charles Johnson. And I maybe even, I'm really 50-50. Like, I don't know.
I'm with you on that one too. Ochoa's the play, but yeah, a little caution on this one. Especially at these odds. I mean, damn.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I'm also 50-50 on it, but I'm going to have to go with Choa. I think he's going to win by decision. Charles Johnson's just been too active at the moment. He needs to take a break. I just don't think it's the right time for him right now. Ochoa is obviously coming up, so I see it going his way.
Yeah, that's another weight cut within a month. You know, that might be a little tough on the body for him. So he might not look as fresh as he did in other fights late. So Ochoa being 25, 3-month layoff,
And
should come back fresher.
Yeah, as I saw Amabayev fight, did he not take that off pretty quick turnaround off the Perez TKO loss?
Yeah, I do believe it was another quick turnaround.
Or did he even beat someone in between there? He's active, isn't he?
Yeah, it's time for a little break. He's overly active, especially this year. No, it's just the weight cut that's the issue. Maybe no damage taken, but definitely the weight cut.
One thing's for sure, he must be getting
flyweight.
paid nicely. Because
your
contract just goes up the more you fight, doesn't it? It does work like that. So He'll be earning nice money.
Yeah, in March he had that fight with Bruno Silva. It went to a split decision, so this would be his 4th fight this year.
Crazy. Could he get 6 this year?
If he wins
Maybe.
this one or it ends quick. If it ends quick, I mean, you need a little layoff for sure. If he wins quick, it's like, yeah, he could be back in here.
I mean, 4 in 9 months would suggest he could have another 2 this year. Well, not even 9 months, sorry, 8 months. Yeah.
Depends how spotless he walks out of here, but it looks like Ochoa's to play. His boxing's pretty clean. He also trains with Charles Oliveira, shoot a box there in Brazil, so very highly trained. Toad's going to pick Johnson. Respect to him. At least all of us are going to go one side on a dog this week, and it's almost hard not to. A couple of respectful dogs in Philly. MMA Fiends. We'll let you go with this one.
I got Julian Robertson in this one. A lot of people are clowning me on it, saying obviously McKenzie is going to show webbles, but I think we're going to hear and new this weekend.
I think we're going to hear "Oh Canada" in this one this weekend. Have to go against Darren, my girl. Canada's the play. I'm from Canada. We're taking the belt back home to Canada. Let's fucking go. We got dog odds.
It's another tough one to call. I don't think they're... Let's go. A quick one down. There isn't a big skill gap between these fighters at all. Like, they're very, very similar in all aspects of MMA. And I think there's definitely value on the Robertson side. I'm going to pick Dan, but it's not a confident one again. That may change later in the week, but right now I'll back Mackenzie Dan and still.
I wonder what Tapology thinks, because we're kind of leaning Robertson in this one. Could be Canadian biasy. Maybe it all falls down, doesn't work out for the dog, but let's tap into Tapology.
But then Jillian's on an impressive win streak.
Yeah, she can keep it very competitive on the feet too. You know, she's a brute style. Take one to give one. I think she can walk her down, avoid some of these takedowns from Dern too that, in my opinion, have been inaccurate before in fights, haven't worked fully. You know, if those takedowns start to get tough, different fight on the feet for sure. And the Canadian can take over, can make it dirty as well. And more damage might be done at the end of 25 minutes in this one.
And if the belt goes to Canada, maybe a numbered card could be back to Canada in the January.
Yeah, I can see that.
Edmonton and then another one.
They've done it before, haven't they?
Up.
They've done the October fight night and then the January pay-per-view.
A lot of Canadian prospects on the rise, like Cameron Nelson fighting soon in Shanghai. Leo Bonin on that interview we recently did. The boys are ready to go and they want to fucking fight.
He's coming off the win.
Yeah, Leo. And he's going to go for a belt here soon, get a belt on his wall, and he's ready for the UFC. He's been training with Pereira, Strickland, a little bit of Extreme Couture, a bunch of other big names in his fights. His grappling, striking, very good, well-rounded. Keep your eyes on Leo. Lion Bonin. Another Canadian prospect. And there's a few more, too, to mention. So we got to keep our eyes out. Maybe another numbered card, but Robertson needs to walk out of here with a win. Now, what do we got for Tapology picks? Very interested to see what they're saying. Ooh, near 80% on Dern in this one. I don't mind Robertson.
That seems surprising.
That does. It should be way closer, especially the odds 3-1. I'd like to see the odds get closer, and then no one near 80% on Mackenzie Dern in this one makes me a lot more confident when these odds start to tighten up. Us 20% are the sharp ones in this one at the end of the night, and hopefully we can sing, "Oh, Canada." The main event.
As Max Holloway says, find out Saturday night.
We're going to fuck around and find out.
This
Someone's
this
gonna.
main event for me is very easy. A lot of people are going with Ian Garry, but I've got to go with Islam Makhachev by decision.
Father's plan. Father's plan. Also, Fiend's plan.
My plan.
Another Fiend's plan.
With that note, I've got to quickly run. I've got to head off quickly, but it was good seeing you guys. I'll be back on Thursday, Friday night.
Yeah, buddy. Chat soon.
For sure.
Good seeing you.
Islam's the play. Another big favorite.
So this, I do have Islam written down, but next to it I have Garry with a few question marks. We've seen recently many fights where it seems like another easy win for the champion. For example, Usman, you're on Robertson as well.
That's Polly.
Yeah, seems
Polly
like
Walnuts.
most people are sad in there. Yeah, Garry shouldn't win, but Usman Edwards, nobody expected Usman to lose his belt. Shevchenko Grasso, nobody expected Shevchenko to lose a belt. Nunes Pena, no one expected Nunes. Gaethje to Poirier. These big upsets have happened. So don't sleep on Garry, but I will be picking Islam.
Yeah, I feel like the belt's been passed up too much. Someone has to keep it, and Makhachev definitely is that guy. You know, there's levels to this, and he's going to show it to the end.
And he looked super dominant in his title win.
Yeah, and he's had a lot of time off since to even take it a step further.
And
8 months off.
The game plan is absolutely going to be take it to the mat, and I know he wants to finish in this one.
He can finish it on the feet too. We've seen his head kicks. His kicks are nasty too. You know, maybe a shorter opponent in Volk in this one might want the wrestling. And even the submission ability of Makhachev might be a huge problem, but we do know Garry is training with Brazil a bit, Charles and them, so maybe he can stop them. I just don't believe so. I do believe a finish will occur within 25 minutes, deep waters with Islam Makhachev. Father's plan. That's Fiend's plan. What's Polly saying in the chat? Yeah, no value or not. He should win the fight. Might be value on a finish, Polly. You're on Garry, though.
Could be value on the finish.
Bad matchup for Islam. I don't know if there is a bad matchup for Islam, to be honest, but I guess we're going to fuck around and find out Saturday night, aren't we, Outlet?
I think the stylistically the biggest test potentially could be Amazon.
Yeah.
Potentially.
True.
Although he hasn't beaten the top guys yet, so it's hard to fully say that, but stylistically.
Yeah, that's one guy.
Maybe.
I wonder if I guess Michael Morales might not be able to. He's obviously powerful on the feet, but
Shavkat when he
maybe
returned.
Shavkat, yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, it's hard to see Islam losing to many.
Ian's been respectful though. He's never got dominated, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here at these odds, you know. Garry's never really been dominated. He's had moments that maybe he fell against Keenan Song, almost got knocked out, but recovered very quick. He has a height advantage in this one, reach advantage.
Yeah.
We'll see if Islam can close that gap, get these takedowns. I'm going to say that he can, but maybe it's not as easy as I think.
We will soon find out.
Thank you, Fiends, for tuning in. And Polly, DM me. We'll make some baseball picks, MLB and Discord. We talk about all sports. Football coming up, hockey coming up. Like and subscribe.
So
F3's
just to respond to the comment, Ian does pose some problems, but I don't think he's the worst stylistic matchup for Islam in the division. If that answers it. What do you
he's
think?
like maybe 4 or 5. Maybe 3, 4 or 5. There's probably like 2 guys that might be a tougher matchup, right, Outlet?
Yeah, obviously, I think with Garry, we've seen he was nearly finished against Prates. He just about
Keenan Song.
hung in there. Yeah. Fights go the distance. Maybe not a bad play.
Yeah, with
Maybe
my main events.
Possibly
maybe
over
best to stay
3.5.
away. Yeah, it's maybe best to make your money before the main event and then just sit back, relax, and enjoy, you know?
But yeah, let the people know what to do.
Yeah, buddy. Prop Fiends will be back, I guess, Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then we'll do another take Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So Outlet will be back for 3 props of the week. This was his first quick pick show. Thank you for joining, my brother.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear your props.
I just want one
Incoming
to
week.
hit. Just one. At least.
That'd be nice. Yeah, it's been rough on the props the last couple of weeks for sure.
Yeah.
The fight winners, good. The outcomes, props, a little tricky. Definitely on the right side of the fights, just how they're winning. Been a little off for, I'd say, everyone. So we're going to turn it around in Philly, be profitable. Final question from Polly Outlet. What do we think about the Luque fight? He joined late.
I think everybody but one was on Luque. Am I correct?
Yes.
I
Me.
personally
Everyone
think,
but me.
I think Luque will find the submission.
Everyone
I
but
would say.
Fiend. Because, yeah, 70% of Tapology and all the people on the show went Luque, and he is the underdog. So I went with the 30% on Tapology and the lone pick on the show and the betting favorite, Trayshawn Gore.
Yeah, that is going to have to be me if we're wrapping up here. Got to go.
Yeah.
Last from work.
Quick picks. We blasted through it. Thanks, Outlet, again for joining. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
Thursday. Peace. Chat soon, Polly.
It's time to get back on the path.
I could have pushed the neck away and created that space to get the rear naked choke, but I just felt being heavy, driving my hips in and dropping the fists, and he made them tap. So, you know, that's a first for me as well.